Welcome to This Explainer. As tech investors and industry analysts, we're always scanning the horizon for that next massive leap forward. We're looking for scalable solutions, impressive traction, and founders who just deeply understand real-world pain points. Well, today, we have a literal textbook example of exactly that. We're going to deconstruct a breakthrough project that didn't just iterate on some existing tech, but fundamentally transformed local farming operations.
So here's the big question that every tech analyst has been asking. How did a 15-year-old developer absolutely revolutionize local farming? I mean, it sounds kind of impossible when you think about the millions of dollars usually required for corporate agritech R&D. But as we navigate through this explainer, you'll see exactly how a highly motivated, bootstrapped founder used sheer resourcefulness and the right AI application to scale a solution that saved thousands.
Here is how we'll break it down today. We'll start with the 2045 AI ecosystem, look at our bootstrapped founder's unique catalyst, dive into the actual Agritech AI solution, examine the real-world market impact, and then wrap things up with our ultimate investment thesis.
Let's jump right into part one, the 2045 AI ecosystem, a world completely saturated by artificial intelligence.
Picture the year 2045. AI isn't just common, it's ubiquitous. We're talking absolute market saturation. People aren't setting morning alarms or tapping away on traditional phones anymore. The whole paradigm is shifted. People just speak directly to their AI assistants. This is the competitive landscape we're looking at. A high-tech, deeply integrated society where AI is basically just standard infrastructure. And as an investor, you know that standing out in a hyper-saturated market like that is incredibly tough.
Which brings us to part two. A bootstrapped founder's catalyst, and how to overcome severe resource constraints. Meet Arav. He's only 15 years old, a young guy living in a small town with a massive passion for tech, but dealing with some major financial roadblocks. His family just couldn't afford expensive computers or fancy private schools. This is your classic founder's origin story, right? High passion, crazy high motivation, but practically zero initial capital. And this comparison right here brilliantly illustrates his bootstrapped environment. On the left, we've got the 2045 ecosystem, ubiquitous AI, advanced voice tech, the whole shebang. But on the right, that's Arav's actual reality. Old books, free online lessons, and whatever discarded tech he could scrounge from local junk markets. He couldn't afford the infrastructure everyone else took for granted, so he just relied on sheer grit, self-education, and his own free time to learn about machines and coding.
Now check out this rapid development cycle. It literally goes from salvaged junk to a stormy midnight breakthrough. It all starts with step one, an evening walk where he spots a busted, dust-covered robot with a flickering blue eye in a junk market. Step two is his acquisition phase, and the cost was exactly $0 because the shopkeeper just laughed and gave the broken unit away for free. Step three, his R&D phase, carrying it home and spending night after night repairing it. And finally, step four, during a stormy midnight, the breakthrough hits, and the robot actually powers on. When it powered up, this soft voice echoed through his room, and the robot introduced itself as Iva, an incredibly advanced AI system. Arav was totally frozen in shock, and understandably so. What he had just salvaged from a junk market for free was actually a highly sophisticated piece of technology that essentially woke up and became his own dedicated, personalized tech incubator. So Ava becomes the ultimate catalyst here. From that stormy night on, Ava rapidly accelerated his self-taught coding and robotics education way beyond conventional limits. It's teaching him futuristic technology, machine learning, complex algorithms, stuff you'd never get from those old books. Day by day, Arav is getting smarter and more confident, building the advanced technical foundation he needs to actually create something impactful.
Let's move to part three, the Agritech AI solution, coding for real-world pain points. Fast forward a few months, and Arav takes these accelerated machine learning concepts and actually ships a scalable product. He didn't just build the fun toy. He targeted three massive, unaddressed headaches in agriculture. He built an app to predict unpredictable weather changes, protect vulnerable crops, and save water. For an investor, this is absolute product-market fit. In a sector where margins are razor-thin and weather is your biggest risk, using AI to optimize water and protect yields is a literal game-changer for a farmer's bottom line.
That leads us right into Chapter 4, driving agricultural productivity and looking at actual market impact and traction.
Because, as we know, theoretical tech is great, but user adoption is what actually matters. And this solution didn't just stay in a lab. The technology spread like wildfire.
It achieved massive market penetration, directly helping thousands of people and significantly improving local farming operations. We're talking about local farmers who constantly struggle to survive, suddenly getting empowered by enterprise-grade data. When thousands of farmers adopt a 15-year-old software to literally save their harvests, you know for sure you're looking at a truly disruptive technology.
Finally, let's look at Chapter 5, the ultimate investment thesis, and why this all matters so much.
Obviously, the entire industry wanted to know how this young kid pulled it off. Everyone wanted his secret. And during an interview, Arav just smiled and dropped this incredible quote. AI was never created to replace humans, it was created to help humans dream bigger. What a masterclass in product positioning. That single statement completely shifted the public's perspective and cured their fear of technology. They finally saw that, when used right, AI makes the future brighter for us all.
Which brings us to the core moral of this whole case study. Technology becomes truly powerful when it's used to help people and create a better world. Arav didn't just build tech for the sake of tech. He built it to solve urgent, real-world economic and environmental problems for his community. So as we wrap up this explainer and look toward the next wave of innovation, I want to leave you with this thought to chew on. As we build and fund the future, are we just investing in novelty tech, or are we actively hunting for the solutions that solve real human problems to create a better, brighter future for everyone?